Earl Children's Real Estate Investments will teach you how to build wealth through real estate. Learn step by step how to become a real estate investment empire through wholesaling and flipping residential and commercial properties. Be a boss, take over the block by becoming a real estate investor. Learn more at www.earlchildrens.com.
Hey, Ray, hand me that AR.
We're now listening to Off the Rip.
All right. Off the Rip. Hardest podcast. So right now, it's your boy Earl the Artist.
What's good? What's good? You got staff here, man.
We got another STL legend. You wanna go ahead and introduce yourself?
No, you got it, gang.
The number one power forward. What else, Dad? Go ahead. List out his attributes.
Hey, one of the best big men to come out the city, man. For real, Orlando Cook here, man. With us, bro. Done competed at all levels, man. Pro basketball player right now. Really taking things to another level. Still going, still striving. So that's a blessing of God. We here with him today. He gonna tell his story, man.
Hey, appreciate y'all for having me, family.
For sure. For those who don't know, who is Arlando Cook? Come a little closer to the mic for me.
Arlando Cook, man. Me, shit. Me, Arlando Cook. Shit. Ain't no other, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only motherfucking name, Arlando Cook. Ain't nobody else got that name. It's me, man.
Yeah, for sure. So how did you get into basketball, man?
I mean, if I'm honest, I started when I was like 6th grade. And I only started because I got tall. Like, I was a football player. Like, when I was young, shit, I played with Matthew Dickey. I was short and fat. I woke up like 5th grade, I promise. I woke up and I was like 5'10". Woke up 5'10". My mom, they all looking at me like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, you know, we're tall as hell. I'm like, she like, man, we gotta start playing. You gotta start playing basketball. So I was on the team with, Brandon Bryce and all them guys with Matthew Dickey, and Coach Bryce was the coach of Team St. Louis.
Okay.
So shoot, when I came to practice, he noticed it too. He like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got tall. Like, we got practice at Nance right down the street at the Riverview Circle. He like, man, come to practice. You know what I'm saying? I was weak though. You know what I'm saying? But they had Brandon Bryce, DeAndre, and all those guys that was like decent. You know what I'm saying? So I went to practice with them. After that, I started training Coach Bryce, and then that's when I started.
So, and when you was playing football, what position was you playing?
I was playing center and like D tackle.
Oh, so you was hidden.
I was fat. I was fat for real, short and fat.
So when you got over to basketball, how was like the transition? Like where did you find your love? Like in 5th, 6th grade?
Before you get into like, how did you make that transition? Like, what made you want to go from football to basketball?
I mean, when you're young, you really don't really know what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just exploring your options. You doing everything. I was playing football, basketball. My mama had me in baseball because I was in Berkeley. So the Cardinals, we was right there. You know what I'm saying? The Berkeley Cardinals, we was right there. So I was doing a little bit of everything. And shit, as time went on, going through high school and all that stuff, you start figuring out like you gotta make your decision. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I was 6'9". I was good in football, but I wasn't as good as I was in basketball. So I just felt like I had the right people around me that helped me get better and do the things I need to exceed in basketball. So I took that route.
Okay. So with basketball, at what age, I wouldn't say, or what grade did you figure out like, oh, this can really work out for me?
9th grade.
9th grade?
When I was with the Warriors.
So what was happening? That's when you started getting your skills, started dunking people. Like it was over 9th grade?
Yeah, 9th grade, I started realizing I can be good.
Okay.
I was at Hazelwood East. I played, I was the only freshman on varsity or whatever.
Oh, so you was legit like that?
Yeah, no, I was the only freshman on varsity. And obviously I had transferred from East and came to Central after that. And then,
shout out the Hawks, man.
Yeah, facts. Facts. But that's when.
So what was like some of your, I guess you could say like trials and tribulations and like obstacles you had to overcome while hooping in high school?
I mean, a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't play all my years in high school. I only played 1 year, my senior year. I played at the beginning when I was at Hazelwood East. I got kicked out of Hazelwood East. Then I went to Central, and then I just was in trouble a lot, And then I had transferred from Central because I got kicked out my junior year, went to Madison Prep. And, that's when everything shot from there. But everything was downhill at Central, If you really know, Steph, it was downhill. Like I was bullshitting, I wasn't doing nothing I was supposed to be doing, But I figured it out.
Now, who was like the people, or like how did you overcome these like trials and stuff? Like, what made you like snap in your mind? Like, I gotta get myself together. Like, when did it click for you, or like who was in your head? You know, you got like people I know, coaches and probably friends, older people in your ear. Like, what was being said to you that made you snap and like realize like I gotta do better?
Man, I got several people. You know what I'm saying? Like Jonathan Mosley, my mentor. You know. Brandon Gilmore, of course, had Coach Tony that I ended up meeting my junior year, my brother, you know. Like, I had several people, like, you know what I'm saying, letting me know, like, this ain't, you know what I'm saying, what I really want, because, I mean, I'm 6'9". I don't look right working in Walmart or changing light bulbs, so, you know what I'm saying. I had all them just constantly telling me, and then I just got in a situation at Hazelwood Central, and Head was already on me or whatever about it, because he wouldn't let me come to the Eagles trials and none of that, so I was already feeling, like, down about the whole situation, and then I got in the situation, and Head just came in and just went off like he getting me out of there, and he introduced me to Coach Tony. We went down to STLU. They had, you know, they be having that fall shootout, you know, right before the season. I went down there with Coach Tony, made him, chopped it up with him, and then I had got up out of Central, and then, you know, that's when everything changed.
I feel that. So like for a kid that probably went through some of the similar things you went through, 13, 14, 15 years old, what advice would you give him to like really avoid all the BS that can come with growing up in St. Louis and trying to focus on your goals and playing sports or whatever?
I mean, obviously, when you're young, you really don't know because, I mean, everybody don't grow up the same. You know, some people don't have that guidance to tell them, like, who to do that, what to do that, you know. So for most kids that don't have the guidance, you know, like, that's me telling them, it's always opportunities, other people that have been through the same situation as you know what I'm saying? And no matter how many situations you how many situations you go through, you always get an opportunity. So take advantage of the opportunity while you're young rather than when you get older and there's no opportunity there, because once you get to that certain age, there's only so much you can do.
I definitely feel that. Well, I was finna say, so at the high school, how was the transition of getting recruited? Where did all the recruitment come from? How did you get to JUCO? What was the process with that?
Man, I had a crazy process because when I left Central, it's crazy. I only had like 11 credits. Swear to God, I had 11 credits. I had a meeting with Coach Tony, Will Franklin, the principal. Like, they had a meeting in my living room. They basically was like, shoot, we don't know how you gonna do it, but we gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They like, you gotta go to the morning school, night school, regular school, practice, all that, starting half of my junior year. You know what I'm saying? So they like, man, if you really want to do this, like, it's gonna be, you know, real college, you know, master's degree college. You know what I'm saying? So they like, if you want to advance, you want to play basketball, this is what you want to do. You gotta prove it right here. With all the stuff I already been through, I'm like, I want to do this, so I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? So my whole year and a half, junior year and senior year, I was getting up because I stayed off of Hall's Ferry, but my school, Madison, was downtown, so I was getting up 6 a.m.
Early as hell.
Getting up catching the bus though. Yeah. I was catching the bus down to Madison. I was getting on the bus, going to Madison every day, getting off, practice. Going.
People don't know that dedication.
No, they don't. You know what I'm saying? But then after so much showing my mama and all them so much I did it, Tone them started picking me up. Started dropping me off. Coach Will started picking me up because they started saying I really wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Then my senior year, my mama ended up giving me a truck. Okay. So I was getting back and forth constantly doing that. Then I ended up being able to qualify to go to JUCO. Most I could do. So when I started qualifying for JUCO, I had every coach like. I was the Andrew Wiggins of JUCOs. I had over 40 JUCOs calling me. God. Swear to God, I had over 40 JUCOs calling me.
Going stupid.
Yeah, and then I ended up taking a visit with one of my close friends now, Devin Sims or whatever. And I just liked it down there, you know, the vibe, you know, everything about the other guys. And I just knew I was the piece they was missing because they had a full man that had ended up going to Arizona State. So I was really trying to replace him. So I ended up going there, and then
so you knew it was opportunity there.
Yeah, guaranteed. So I just ended up going there, and everything shot from there.
So how was the JUCO process? I mean, like the JUCO experience, because some people disown JUCO. You know, like I went JUCO just like you, and some people like try to play it like it ain't real. You know what I mean? Like they ain't real college or whatever. Like, how did JUCO help you, and what was the experience like? Because I know it saves lives, like many people,
millions of people. You know what I'm saying? Like JUCO is for guys like what we just talking about, me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I had to learn because I didn't. It's like my makeup. It was like for me. It was like my makeup years of high school. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't play high school. You know what I'm saying? So this is my time. It's the struggle. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like me fighting at my junior and senior year. It was that for JUCO. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew like when I got hurt, I'm gonna have to fight because I know it's a million other guys that's like trying to do the same thing. Everybody trying to go to the highest level, of course. And another thing, everybody been through the same thing you've been through. So everybody actually fighting. There's nobody better than everybody. You know, obviously there's some levels of talent that's different, but everybody's on the same path. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew when I got there, like, I'm finna be fighting.
All right, so how did you go about picking your JUCO school? Because like you said, this is like your second chance to like redeem yourself. So how did you know this JUCO homes would be a perfect fit for you? Like what was you looking for?
I mean, I knew anything away from home was good. Anything away from St. Louis was good for me. Mm-hmm. So it being in Oklahoma, it's a whole different vibe. Nothing but horses. You know what I'm saying? Country. While I was there, it was a little country, so it was nothing but horses, cowboy hats.
Middle of nowhere where you can just focus on school and basketball.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Anything that don't have no distraction, I was good.
So how was it having your phone blowing up? I know through the JUCO process because you was killing. You was the number one ranked power forward in the country, and then number 3 player in the country at the time in JUCO basketball. So I know the line was ringing every day. Every coach calling you in the country, high majors. Like, how was that for you? Because I know that feeling was crazy.
No, it was insane. I ain't gonna even lie. That was like one of the best feelings in my life. Like,
Just being wanted.
Yeah, no, fact. You know what I'm saying? Like just off that, like, all right, damn, I really just worked for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this for the last 3-4 years, and like somebody started seeing it, and they noticing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I deserve this. You know what I'm saying? Like so, after my freshman year, we was number 2 team in the nation, and we had 5. We had 5 other D1 guys or whatever. So we was good. Like we lost our first game and we didn't lose all the way into the Final Four. But when we got into the
I went to Hutch.
Yeah, we went to Hutch. Okay. We was the number 2 team going into Hutch.
Dang.
So we ended up losing to South Plains. Long story short, one of the better teams. Yeah, so we ended up losing to South Plains, but we was hard. Okay. But when we got to the tournament, the conference tournament, I was the one that was showing. Like first game I had like 27 and 10. Second game I had like 25 and 12. Third game I had like 28 and 12. And I was beating out. We had 2 other. We had 2. So my point guard and shooting guard was all Americans. K-State, San Francisco, both went high major. You know what I'm saying? So I was showing up. You know what I'm saying? Them like, you know what I'm saying? Them that's the guys everybody come to see. You know what I'm saying? And I was the one killing. Okay. So we going to the tournament. I ended up first round. We played against the number 1 power forward. I think this is how I became the number 1 power forward. I took his average. I held him to 0. Okay. And he had, I held him to 0. I had 25. And
he was moving like that. He was locked down.
Hutch. And then South Plains, we played South Plains, and they had 6. South Plains always got the high.
You showed off on the big stage, on the big stage.
Yeah. So, and then after that, when I left Hutch, everybody was calling. Like, when we, summertime, when you start hooping and stuff, all the coaches, it was a million coaches in there. I promise. So Sam from Houston came. Everybody came.
Dang.
Everybody. I promise.
So in that JUCO arena, like who you feel like push you to reach your best form of yourself? Like who was in the gym with you constantly grinding? Like as far as player wise or coach wise, like who you feel like was sharpening your iron?
Oh, my coach Cam. He's still. I think he's coaching in Arkansas now. He was from Arkansas. Man, it was funny though because I met him at the JUCO Top 100. JUCO Top 100 is here. Okay. It's at Lindenwood. So he came down or whatever. He just came he came and like just got to talking to me or whatever. Like so we talking and whatnot. And we just like got a heart to heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's really another reason I decided to go there because I had like actual heart to heart with him or whatever. And then when I got there, he promised everything he promised me he did. Like, we gonna be in the gym every day. We're going to do this every day. You got another guy. He told me, so I had another guy that was real good. But he like, you know what I'm saying, this dude, he a dickhead. Like, he like to smoke. He like to do this. So you're going to take his position because you got to work. You're going to work harder than him. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. Like, he gonna be thinking he better, but he had Baylor and he had everybody. He had Baylor, UConn, Kentucky, everybody in the gym. He's 6'10", can shoot, run the floor, dunk.
One of them.
360. Yeah, he was a killer. Yeah, he was supposed to be in the NBA. He came, he did exactly what he did. Was smoking or whatever, trying to feel like he could do whatever he wanted because he was the man on you know what I'm saying, with the plan or whatever. And then they kicked him off, and then it was my time, and I was training with Coach Cam every day.
So this is going into Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my junior year, my junior and senior year.
Okay. So how was it just getting on campus and that feeling like from JUCO to D1 the spotlight, like playing high major? How was that for you?
I mean, we all know that theory, going high major. Everybody want to go there
because everybody don't get that experience. Like that's a blessing right there. Just to play in that atmosphere, that Arkansas atmosphere. Like it's a lot of pride playing in that gym.
Yeah, what was running through your mind when you like stepped your first foot like on the Arkansas basketball court with the crowd just cheering you on? Like, what was your first thought?
Man,
if you remember.
We played, but you know, we 25,000 every game. You know what I'm saying? So. Just going from high school, you got 100 people at the, you know what I'm saying, most, you know, 200 if you were at Central, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was, man, you got to be there to understand, you know?
I'm already knowing.
You got to be there, like, man, that lifestyle is different, you know?
Different.
It's different.
And it was a question I had, Lando. I seen, when you sent me a picture, I seen you had two teammates that was ranked in the JUCO top 1 and 2.
We all went together.
What's their name? Was it Daryl Mackin and
Jalen Barford?
Jalen Barford.
Yeah.
So how did y'all all end up in Arkansas?
We talked.
It was one of them y'all had the game plan.
We was at the JUCO top 100, and then so we had the same people recruiting us, and then so they like showed, you know. You a shooting guard, you a point guard, you a power forward.
We can make it
Big
work.
three.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Three.
And then Bobby Porter was leaving.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, they point guard and shooting guard was leaving. So it was like, let's go there.
I feel that. So how was it just being with them guys and playing with them guys every day? Because I know at Arkansas and from how you posting everything, it seemed like y'all had a real brotherhood there and like y'all was real like all in one. I feel like at Arkansas, like y'all had a close bond team. Is that true?
Yeah, it was basically that because we always the same type of guys. You know?
Okay.
I mean, especially coming from JUCO. You know, you got 3 or 4 JUCO guys on the team, so y'all all just mesh off of that. You know, like we the less fortunate right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just come together off of that. You know what I'm saying? So we still to this day, we all, you know, obviously, you know, I just played Barford in the TBT. That was the first. You know, I played Arkansas in the TBT.
Yeah.
That was the first game. So I finished talking to him or whatever, but we all still close to this day.
feel that.
What were some of the obstacles you had to face at Arkansas?
I mean, shoot, it's pretty much there. It's on ESPN, so you know I got locked up twice. That was the problem that stopped me from going as far as I could have went. You know, I had got locked up on my birthday.
Damn.
Got too drunk, ended up falling asleep in the car, and they came up and locked me up. And the second time, this dude had broke into our house, and we ended up finding out who it was, and I ended up going out after we played Texas at the Houston Rockets Center. We ended up getting on the plane because you know we going straight back. Like, we was flying private, so we right when the game over, we going straight to the you know what I'm saying, to the crib. So it was a Saturday night. I just ended up. I'm like, man, y'all know who it is. I just snapped back into my St. Louis reality. You know what I'm saying? Because they like he be around and he be, you know what I'm saying, one of my teammates knew him. So I just went out, we seen him, and then I just, you know.
Yeah. Dang. So like, where was you thinking like? Were you like thinking like my basketball career is over at this point? Like, how was you playing like on a bounce back? Like, what was your thought process going through that?
I mean, I never thought it was over because I mean I already had them experiences. It never be over. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a situation like, what do? You know what I'm saying? All right. Do I want to go overseas or I'm finna get my degree, so do I want to get a job? So technically it's never over, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I was just like, man, I already knew it was over because I got suspended half of the year, so I wouldn't go get, we was 11-0 when I came back and the rotation was great. So it was like, you know, it's going to be hard trying to squeeze back in. So I was like, I just had to talk with my head coach, like, man, just let me graduate. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me graduate. I graduated, I was just in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, working out. You know, staying below water. after that, I had got invited to the camps down in Vegas or whatever to go play in front of the scouts and all that. And I did that, and then the agents was calling, and I went to Argentina my first year.
Okay, so how was the and going into overseas? How was it the transition going pro now? How was that for you?
I mean, it was different. It's different because everything is like you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like anything is like it's over with.
Yeah.
Like at that stage, it's over. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it got to deal with, what it do, it's like it ain't no going back. It ain't no saving yourself. Nothing. It's just over with. So it was good for me because I already been through everything. So there's no reason I should be getting into anything that got to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I already experienced everything. You know what I'm saying? So if I get into something now, you know what I'm saying, at this age, it's something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really gotta go take some medicine or something like. But I already knew. You know what I'm saying? When I got to this level, it's like I can't get involved in nothing. I already have my
And I feel like you really woke a lot of people back up on who Arlando Cook is. Cause I feel like when you went through that process in Arkansas, when you were suspended, I feel like people kind of forgot. And then you went overseas and you went crazy. Like you really killed. Got your numbers back good. You know what I mean? You really did your thing. Yeah. And I feel like that's where people like put this thing out there. This they try to like, I ain't gonna say cancel you or whatever, but they try to like when you're not doing your thing or you make one mistake, they try to write you off. Like I feel like you really went out there and made a name for yourself and let people know who you is again. So kudos to you because that's major right there.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. But then again, I don't even like. It's funny though because when you young, when you're in high school, you're in college, and obviously in college you see so much of the write-offs. You know what I'm saying? Like at high major, when you doing something, it's on ESPN, it's on Twitter. You do a thread.
Yeah.
You but don't get online or you gonna probably cry. You know what I'm saying? So at this age, I don't even look at that type of stuff no more. That type of stuff don't even affect me no more. You know what I'm saying? So that helped also, like another experience that helped me. I am now.
I feel that. So for the people that don't know about the overseas and everything and how it is, can you give us a little bit about the life and I want to say I don't know if I should call them luxuries or how is it over there compared to like the States?
It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at it like us, everybody want to go overseas. Mm-hmm. So it's just like overseas. They all want to come here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the dream country for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Like how we look at them, like everything they eat, think, sleep is different. You know what I'm saying? The language, the
food,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything, what they believe, all that is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same as when you look at over here. But from my experience, because I've been to different countries, South America was, probably the better parts that I've been to. It's kind of similar. It's just Spanish, and the food better.
Okay.
He said the food better.
What's your favorite dish outside of America?
Man, I used to get this one dish, bro. It was a chicken. Cause I'm a chicken guy.
Gotta have some chicken.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying.
You not mess with the exotic meats and nothing?
No. Hey, it's funny though, cause I was just in the Maldives or whatever, and like I caught we went fishing on our first trip.
You can fish?
Did I eat it?
Not saying you can fish, like you a decent fisherman?
I just learned.
And
like when they when they catch the fish, they cooking. They gonna clean it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't clean it.
No, they clean it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They clean it. They don't put it in the refrigerator. None of that.
They eating it right then and there?
Fresh. They clean it. They, you know what I'm saying? The proper way to clean it. They cook it right there.
One of them.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, it's different.
Man. All right. So what about the drinks? Like, do they have like any like exotic drinks over there? Everything's the same.
Yeah, it's but in different words and languages. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean,
did you learn any new languages over there, or you had to translate always?
So Arabic. I was in South America and I was in the Middle East. So South America, Spanish is like we can learn Spanish over here, but they like us. We talking slang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can go learn, Spanish, but then you go have a conversation with them. They're gonna be looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like. They speak slang like us, so they ain't speaking what's in the books. You go be like, what's up and all that. They like, they can have a conversation, but when we get to talking like us, they like, nah, I ain't learned. Like what they teach, I just went to school for nothing. So you gotta talk real simple. It's real simple. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. So all right, boom, you travel across the world and you come back to St. Louis, man. How did You played in TBT multiple times, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about your first experience playing with the TBT and how that came about. The basketball tournament for folks who don't know.
We won our first game and lost the second.
No, I'm talking about like you played in the TBT multiple times with different teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the first time you went to the TBT, what was your first team? Was like Team Arkansas?
Yeah,
So how did that come about?
Last year, I played with my alumni or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously TBT is like all the basically majority of it is like previous active pros that play all over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just the experience. You know what I'm saying? You get another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? To showcase your talent on national TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the overall experience is good because you see a lot of guys that you played against in college and, you know what I'm saying, different situation. And for the situation this year, it was very good because it was a lot of guys that didn't get that opportunity to play on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? So for like guys like DeMarco, you know, he killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
went
saying?
stupid.
That's his first time ever playing on that setting and that on ESPN and that setting with that big crowd. You know what I'm saying? So that's great for him. You know what I'm saying? So even like the Bomberitos, congrats to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave a lot of guys opportunity that never played high major, never played in front of all the cameras and the lights. You know what I'm saying? So that experience just playing with all those guys was good also.
Definitely. How major is that for our city just to have a TBT team here? I feel like a lot of people really need to see this something else that comes together.
Bro, I think because I be seeing a lot of people just like saying, what if we needed him, you needed this guy, you know. I don't look at it like that because, and like, why was the Bomberitos on the team? Like, you know, at the end of the day, bro, they gave everybody got the word to say, but nobody gave nobody opportunity. Nobody said, all right, we finna make this team and we finna put these guys on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say, well, you should have had him. All right, you should have made the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why you don't give these guys the experience? I mean,
No,
you know
for
what I'm saying?
real.
So you got to congratulate Bomberito, not say why they ain't on the team. Congratulate them. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave 10 guys an opportunity to go get seen. You know what I'm saying? Like on the big stage. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of the guys, you know what I'm saying, actually showcased. So they're gonna be getting calls. You know, so you congratulate them because that's big, and that's big for the city now. Where it go from there and how big they keep going, because you know a lot of guys be in competition, so somebody else gonna be trying to attempt to do it. But if you know, in the way I look at it, like the Bomberitos should continue to do it, you know, and continue to give guys, you know, opportunity because there's so much talent here.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
But nobody get the opportunity because I would say, you know, reasons here, but I mean, you know, we got a lot of guys that's like showing now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure it out.
I feel that. And now, while we on that topic with like this St. Louis, what's some of our problems I feel like in our basketball community that we need to fix? Instead of always being so critical on everybody, and like I feel like we should be a little bit more encouraging. What would you say about all the I want to say like all the talking trash, you know, that they throw at players and throw at guys out here?
But it's funny though because I ain't never really got into it. You know, I started seeing it when I started getting with those. Like when we, you know, doing the CBT stuff, I started seeing like, you know, it'd be a lot of people like, you know, really talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, my personal thing is like, you know, we are from the same city. You know, like you should be happy to see, just like you see, like. I just feel like we fall victim to showing love to people we supposed to like for example, like it's easier to show, like the guys here, they think like, all right, it's easier to show love to a guy like, you know, Tatum and Brad because they on that pedestal and like you got to get into the, but it's harder for them to show love to a guy like me or, you know, X-Need or, you know what I'm saying, Ray Simmons because they like, all right, we could have been in it, we could be in a situation, we could be playing overseas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We could be playing overseas right now. We could be doing this right now. I could have did that, but it's harder to give it to it. It's harder to say that about a guy like Tatum because he's there. He's doing it at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? So that's how guys think. Instead of dang, they made it. Congrats, bro. Like, you know, we know what y'all been through, man. Hey, congrats. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no other. None of that. Like, you know, you had your opportunity, bro. So the most you should be able to do is support. But you know, it's a lot of guys that's, you know, analysts now. So.
No, we got way too many of that. Like sometimes I hate just logging into like Facebook or something. I try to I try to stay off of that. So like, it just make me mad. I just be seeing like, and it don't even be like it be like I ain't trying to hate on no old heads and nothing, but it be like the older people in the city, like
always,
like you know what I mean. I don't know. It's
that's why the basketball world crumbled because you know what I'm saying, like. if you look at it though, it's like our basketball world together, but it's separated, and it's only separated because the older guys, all the younger guys hang together. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody together, but when it comes to like everybody like separated, like you know, so it's up to the older guys to figure it out. But that's why it's good for like guys like Pep coming around now to bring it together. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
Like, Pep is the guy that's bringing it back together like how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing.
Definitely. So, anything you trying to like really push out in the basketball world or put together?
I just started a sports agency.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So speak on that. Let us know a little about your sports agency.
I mean, for real, I just want to take advantage of the opportunity that I've been having, because obviously I've been overseas. So I've been building numerous relationships because I played on 5 teams. So I just been building numerous relationships with our presidents and stuff, and I just feel like I can help guys get jobs too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say names, but it's like 3 or 4 guys in St. Louis that I personally got jobs for.
Okay.
That a lot of nobody really looking at, but I help them get jobs, and I just feel like I can help a lot more people, you know what I'm saying, that don't get opportunity or, nobody looking at. So basically I just wanted to start it, and I was just gonna have one of my close friends and my brother become agents for it.
Okay.
You brought up a good point about agencies and having agents. So when it's that time to get an agent, like, what do you look for? Like, who do you know would be a good agent? Like, what was you looking for? Do you got an agent, or did you have an agent? So what was you looking for when, it was time to get an agent?
The relationship, obviously. That's the most important thing. I mean, when you're a good athlete, you know what I'm saying, the business is gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't go, you know what I'm saying, as long as your head on straight, the money and everything, the offers, all that's gonna be there, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to your relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these agents be,
fraud.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So,
And for just the money.
exactly. You know what I'm
What
saying?
they can get out of
really
you.
about it with the relationship and really being there, being your agent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So what are some key tells you can tell, like, when an agent kind of like fraud, like up and coming, you shouldn't mess with these type of like agents. You ain't gotta say no names and like that, but like little key components.
It's funny though, because you'll never know until like after the fact. Like, I had the school, one of my homies on, that's playing now. Like, I was just telling him, like, a lot of teams, it's kind of different when you overseas. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys start off in low leagues. So sometimes you got to start in low leagues when nobody really know you. Them teams, they'll be giving the agent some money, and then they give you money. You know what I'm saying? But the agent really taking your money. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's starting. You know what I'm saying? That's for low leagues. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to build your name, C leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had experience because when I first got overseas, I played in Argentina second league, but it was the better league though. You know what I'm saying? It was the first league and the second league, but it was like a bunch of minimum. But the second league was like the 3rd best league in South America as a whole. You know what I'm saying? But I had an experience like that where like the agent, one of my agents, he really knew this team. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and like he just wanted to keep his relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to have he wanted the relationship with me, but he cared more about their relationship than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, he like, shit, all that's failed, I could send somebody else to this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they want to get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? I want to always be able to send somebody here rather than, let me make sure my player good, and I could just make $1 million off him being here and building the family with him, or whatever happened, I secure his side, But it's you just never know.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, upcoming basketball player, you better learn this business. You gonna get tricked out your coins for real.
And it's harder when you got an overseas agent too.
Why is that?
Because you're overseas.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you right.
That's why I ain't got no overseas agent no more. I did that my first year. Like, I got
So you said never again.
Never again.
So
it's over.
So you spoke on opportunity. Why in St. Louis do we lack so much opportunity? It seems like we get overlooked a lot of times. Why is that?
I don't know. As in, like, I don't know, because
I feel like cities like Chicago, East Coast, a lot of guys, I feel like they really grasp on there. Like, I have, through my career, whatever, through my college, I have seen a lot of coaches say that they need St. Louis guys, but I heard too, like, some of them pass up on us because of like past St. Louis guys that got into so much trouble that they don't want to deal with us no more. And I don't know, it's a lot of other reasons too. I just feel like, are we smaller? Is that why they?
No, I think it got better.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it got way better. Like
I can see it.
after 14, I think it got 10 times better. Like that's 16, 17, 18. They had numerous of guys going. You know,
Not 17. Our class was.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Our class was.
16, Jason, they had numerous of guys going.
Yeah,
No, we had 17.
16 was cold. 17, we was lacking. I ain't gonna fake it.
We was lacking.
We ain't had too many killers.
Well, in that class, like Sean them.
No,
Sean was 18.
18
Yeah,
cold.
right.
18 killers.
You're younger than you for sure.
17. I can't.
Yeah,
I don't want to discredit nobody in 17 because we did have some killers, but who we have in 17?
Like you got killers, but like you said, you can't like think of nothing off the top of your dome right now. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, you kind of skip over 17. 17 kind of like in the shadows of 16 and 18.
Wait, one TJ Crockett in your class?
What's
You
TJ?
said-
Or TJ 16?
I don't know.
TJ was 17. He killed. But
TJ
what I'm gonna
was in
say,
that class.
but TJ, I feel like TJ was a late bloomer though.
He was a late bloomer.
He was a late bloomer. That's why, like, I feel like,
good.
cause I feel like he didn't really get his shine to that second year. He went crazy,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
went
he was
stupid.
crazy.
That's why you feel me. Like I can't remember nobody. Jericho, not I was about to say Jericho.
Jericho 18 too, ain't
Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
You know who?
Everything got better.
Reggie Crawford was going stupid.
Oh, yeah, Reggie
he was in
Reggie was
17.
Yeah.
He was in 17. I can't think of nobody
Reggie was
else.
hard for sure.
What's your thoughts on cameras being used in the gym? Because Stal keeps saying like he feel like it made players soft. Like
So-
the,
no,
camera,
no, no, but I ain't
the
say
cameraman
nothing
come
about
out, he feel like they don't want to grind for real.
Lando, he twisting on my words. I ain't say I ain't, cause don't put me out on the media like that. So, Kevin's like, you finna make me look bad. I just feel like with the cameras, I just feel like it just, what's the word I'm using, Earl? I be talking to you about this. I just feel like when the cameras come on, it make you work harder or something. Like you should be able to go in the
facts.
dark, you feel me, and really go grind mode. It just seems like when the cameras come on, everybody want to highlight or, you know what I mean, a mixtape. You know what I mean? It's just like when the cameras come, without the cameras, people ain't really putting in the work.
Yeah, you can definitely see the environment change with cameras. You know what I'm saying? Because I played in several hoop sessions with the cameras in there. And, guys play away and then they ain't there and then still play up. You know what I'm saying?
Because I still believe you believe in the dark. Because I don't see you posting on the gram every day.
No, I just don't. I don't be feeding for cameras and highlights and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at the point in my life where I'm just
Comfortable. You know what I mean? You know who you are.
Yeah, I don't care for the oh you good like. I don't be caring for that type. I don't be on, I'm just solely focused on feeding, you know what I'm saying, going to 10 more years.
For sure.
Shit, that's what matters to me. I don't be caring for that.
For sure. How is the style of Argentina basketball different from the States basketball?
Not even just Argentina. I wouldn't say overseas, period.
Yeah, I mean, it's different because it ain't no highlight show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more team ball.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just strictly team basketball. Like Spurs basketball, if you want to give an example, it's like strictly Spurs basketball.
Do you
We don't play together.
Do you enjoy that style of play more than when you come over here in the States?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So how would you describe St. Louis basketball style? Like, do you think we have a style here that's unique from like the East Coast and the West Coast?
I mean, I just feel like we got a bunch of guys that got pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a pride, type of game. Like nobody want to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody want to be beat. Nobody want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a sign of toughness. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's what we got. So that's our style. You go East and West. You got different guys. You got them guys that's really highlight reels. You know what I'm saying? Like real highlight reels. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't name too many guys that's like strictly like crazy highlight reels, but you go East Coast, West Coast, you got straight, highlight reels.
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Like Swaggy P. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started.
You know what I'm saying? They doing it.
Who mixtape for sure.
Yeah, like
So have you ever had like a matchup or like a team you was excited to play against that will all be stuck with you?
what you mean?
Like let's say
Like a rival.
like a rival
Like
almost.
a rival. Like who was your
Like you was excited to play
who
against
was you
them.
excited to play against all the anytime you faced them or something like that, like through any part of your career. Can be all the way back to high school, middle school, whatever.
Probably Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Why Kentucky?
I don't know, because, the year when I played, we played, De'Aaron, Monk, and Bam Mama.
Oh.
We played all them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. I can see why
So,
that.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Suited and booted, you ready?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I'll say I'm gonna go with the whole Arkansas years, man, because every day we play somebody. Like I played Trey Young, I played Colin Sexton. You know what I'm saying? Like I played all the guys. Yeah.
Dang, them some dogs, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'll be pumped too.
Cam Jackson, them. I played all of them. Like we played North Carolina twice too. So
now, what is Arkansas doing to produce all these pros? Because every year y'all sending people overseas to the pros, to the NBA. I mean, like y'all steady, you know what I mean, sending people to the like y'all basketball career don't end in college. It always further pursues. What are they doing up there?
But I mean, you know, when you go high major, you know what I'm saying? You know, basically everybody there is like full-time state champion, full-time player. You know what I'm saying? Like, full-time everything. Everybody got the same statistics. So everybody, when you get there, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you solidify with a group of guys that's trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know, at any high major school. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's the SEC, so everybody you play is actual. This is what you do. Eat, sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's what they do. Okay. That's all they do. Think basketball. So
I feel that.
You know, it's meant for. You know, that's why the SEC is leading everything. Football, all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you go to football, shit.
Money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody pros, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's 10, 20 rounds, because it's so many guys, you know what I'm saying? So.
Now, how do you feel like through your life and everything? I feel like you went through a lot to get through the process of everything. How do you think it shaped you into becoming who you are today?
I mean, experiences, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get better off experiencing things, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what not to do. So with me in a situation like, I experienced everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much at the state where I know who I am. I know what I want in life. I know what I'm not supposed to do. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know who I am. So it shaped me in that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have no more mistakes. I should know exactly what to do and how to do it. And like, I should have a successful life at this point.
Yeah. Could you see yourself transitioning into coaching?
Yeah, but I think I want to do the agency thing.
Yeah, I don't blame.
I already do the agency thing.
He said,
I'll run to somebody like me.
He said he ain't messing with these knuckleheads.
Yeah, I'm gonna revert.
These kids too bad nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I ain't doing that. Cause you got to start at high school.
Man,
I'm good.
That's when them personalities come out for real in high school.
Man, hey, they paying these kids now too, so these kids think they can do whatever.
Yeah, I ain't got no patience, bro. It's over with.
He pull up in a nicer car than the coach. He ain't even
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's over with. I can't even move like that. I gotta stick with the agency thing.
Man.
So I can pick who I, you know what I'm saying?
Who I'm dealing with.
Yeah, I ain't dealing with nah, it's over. It's worse now.
So who the top? I want to say cause you a big. Who the top 5 bigs in St. Louis?
Come close to the mic so they can hear for
sure.
sure.
No, because you know we ain't got too many. Shoot, we ain't got too many actors. Tyler Cook, Marco, me.
That's all we got here.
Just the top 3.
I don't know no other big. I'm trying to think.
We that little out here?
Yeah, we
That's
small.
crazy.
And we all 4s.
Yeah.
We ain't got no 5s there.
Dang. St. Louis?
DJ Johnson. He technically
who was DJ Johnson?
K-State.
K-State.
Was that dude Malik Tillwell? Was he a big?
That's one of my teammates. He a guard.
No, I'm tripping. He was what's the nigga name, bro?
Oh, what's the name? EJ.
No, he was on the east. He was on the East St. Louis thing.
Jeremiah.
That's what
I don't really count it. Do we count him?
Yeah, Illinois, man.
Yeah, I don't count
But
him.
if you want to add Jeremiah here,
Tight, dog. Okay. Well, I was say no. That's so. Who the top 5 is? I feel like active ball players not in the loop. Who the top 5 right now?
Active, not in the loop.
No, I mean active in the loop. You know what I mean? In our city, who the top 5? I know you're gonna say like Tatum, Brad.
If you could be the all-star team.
If I build an all-star team right now, top 5. Active. I'll probably go Caleb.
He the best guard to you?
Point guard? Active?
He number 1?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
you think so?
Who is she gonna throw in there? I can't think about it right now.
I don't see nobody beating out Caleb right now.
As a point guard, we talking about point guard.
Athleticism, great. I don't see nobody beating him out.
Okay. Who else? Let me let you make your list. My fault.
I go with Caleb, Brad, At the 3, I go. I want to put Jason at the 4.
At the 4.
Okay.
So I'll probably go. I don't know. I'll probably go Pat McCall.
Over Ben.
Over Ben the 2. He already beat out by Brad. You gonna put Ben? I mean, you gonna put Ben at a 3?
I'm just saying if it was my team, you feel me? But Pat McCall at the 3.
At the 3?
Low key, I would.
You want position wise, or you want?
Okay. My fault. Position wise, go ahead.
This is team.
No, we can go 5 All-Stars.
It's whatever. Whatever you want.
Well, we going position wise. I'm gonna go Pat at the 3, Jason at the 4, and I go Tyler Cook at the 5.
At the 5. Okay.
And then non-position, I go. I don't know. I'll take X Snead at the 3. My bad.
Okay.
I'll take X Snead at the 3.
Okay.
And then all just 5 guys to just go kill. I go with X Snead, Jason, Brad, of course, Tyler Cook, and I don't know, Scott Suggs.
You was low-key supposed to say Arlando Cook.
Yeah, I was waiting on
that. Of course, I thought myself. Yeah.
Hey, but hold on. You know, every team need a coach. Who gonna be the coach?
Yeah,
who the best coach? Who the best
gonna
coach
be the coach?
Who the best coach in the league?
Tony Ernst.
Over here?
Tony Ernst, man.
He said over here. Nah, it would be good.
My best friend.
I'm thinking it would be good.
I'm going with Tony Ernst though. I'm going with the man with them.
With the rings. I don't be hating talking about with them.
It's over. I'm going with the man with the rings.
How y'all getting all that talent over there though? That's like, it's not fair.
They there.
He talking about they there. The ones.
He came to practice.
How we get them at Central?
Say them don't come to practice.
Man.
How we get them at Central? What's the key?
Because you know when I was coming up, that's where everybody stayed in Central District. That's was the go-to team. That's where you want to go. You know, with basketball, football. You know what I'm saying? Like
we got our football rings.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The football rings there. It's like I don't know now.
Yeah, here said they was getting robbed. He said we had all the talent, but like the talent had money, so they can go where they wanted to.
Yeah, money changing everything.
It's coming. It's coming again though.
You sound like a Seahawks fan. Man. It's finally gonna come.
Nah, but what's the future for Orlando Cook? What will the people see upcoming?
Like 10 years, 5 years.
Yep.
This is your plan yet? Your 5-10 year plan? Let us know.
My 5-year plan. I mean, 5 and 10 years. You know, obviously to have started my agency. I'll take that back. 5 years, I want to have my agency started. You know what I'm saying?
So you going all in with that agency?
Yeah, I'm going all in.
Okay.
Like I'm on that now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But obviously I want to play another until I can't stop. But I'm hoping like another 10 to 12 years.
Okay.
You know, playing still.
We still shooting for the NBA?
Like as bad as I want to, I just don't even care for the political world no more. And I like being happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to even deal with that type of situation.
Nah, and I'm happy that you ain't happy because when I seen you at Mikey crib, I was telling her I was like, it just seemed like you in a good place and everything in your life right now. I'm just, you know what I mean, through all that you've been through. I'm just happy that, you know what I mean, you back at, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say that you ain't been at peace, but I just feel like you really at peace with everything. Like you just doing your thing, staying out the way, and just, you know what I mean, just living.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you, taking your time out to hop on our platform and tell your story, bro.
No, it's all love, man.
You know, so how can the people find you if they want to reach out?
Bando 5K.
Bando 5K.
On all platforms. Yeah. Let's get it.
And what's the name of the agency so the athletes that's up and coming trying to get signed with you?
5K Sports Management.
That's what's up.
Yep.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, my guy.
My guys, man. Appreciate y'all too.
For sure.
Love always.
We out.